The following program, dealing with drug abuse, contains realistic portrayals. Parents are encouraged to watch and discuss this film with their children. They're all American kids.
Adequacy in the pursuit of excellence is unacceptable.
Seduced by a killer drug.
You only go around once, right?
My son was not a dope addict.
This stuff can cause coronary arrhythmia and irregular heartbeat.
Joy.
You don't just smoke it on Saturday night. You keep smoking it and keep smoking it until...
Until what?
Until it kills you.
Ed Asner.
Oh, my God.
Cracked Up. Next.
Raise it up a couple more inches. I think I can go one more. Oh, really?
Stick. Runners to your mark. Sit.
Go! Stick! Go! Stick! All right. Go! Stick!
Told you shouldn't have had that fist like the pizza.
Give me a break. Wait, what was I, 6/10 of a second, huh?
Adequacy in the pursuit of excellence is unacceptable.
You know, he stole that line from Vince Lombardi.
Vincent?
Lombardi? Coach of the Green Bay Packers. In the 60s, kid. That was before your time.
How do you figure that? You're exactly 18 days older than I am.
Well, a lot happened during those 18 days.
What's your idea this time, Butch?
Bolivia.
Well, what's Bolivia?
That's a country, stupid, in Central or South America, one or the other.
They got banks in this here Bolivia.
Too far as the eye can see. Nothing but banks and women.
So what about Judy Malone?
I'm not interested.
How could you not be interested in Judy Malone?
Easy. She leaves marks.
Come on.
I'm serious. You ever see her fingernails? They're lethal weapons. She ought to have a license to carry them. Owens, you run any slower, they're going to give you a ticket for obstructing traffic. Oh, get lost, Polombi. You know, actually, I think Polombi'd be perfect for Judy Malone. They could scratch each other to death. Hey, Chris, tell me something. Is it my imagination, or is this town getting uglier by the minute?
It's getting uglier by the minute.
You know, they ought to take a bulldozer to this whole place and start over. Did you hear they're putting a shopping center up on 4th and Kearney?
Great.
Yeah, probably a standard deal. A couple fast food dives, instant photo store, cassette rental place. You know what this town really needs?
A fire.
A good cantina.
You think that'd help?
Absolutamente. Picture a dark kind of murky saloon filled with almond-eyed beauties and low-cut dresses and ruthless banditos with knives in their boots, huh?
Yeah, I can see it now. Juan's Cantina, right between the Bingo Burger and the Jiffy Mart.
Oh. I don't know. I keep having this nightmare I'm going to spend the rest of my life in this town. I wake up screaming. I'll tell you, as soon as I graduate, I'm history. I'm out of here, man.
What I'm saying, Etta, is if you want to go, I won't stop you. But wherever the hell this Bolivia place is, that's where we're headed. Now, if you start to whine or make a nuisance, I'm dumping you flat.
Oh, well, hell, now don't sugarcoat it like that, kid. You tell her straight.
How's the track practice going?
It's all right.
When's the central meet?
Next month.
You'll win.
Maybe.
You've got to think positively, John.
Well, I am thinking positively. It's just they got a great relay team. This guy McNally runs an anchor on 11 flag.
Well, you can do that if you set your mind to it.
I don't know. This guy's real hot.
You've got to believe in yourself, John. That's what faith is all about. You can't believe in anything else until you believe in yourself. I guess you weren't tuned in, huh?
What was that?
My sermon last Sunday.
Yeah, sure it was.
It was about believing in yourself.
I heard your sermon, Dad.
Well, it wasn't a brilliant sermon. Besides, you probably had other things on your mind.
I heard every word. It's just I heard it before.
Sure. You know, it's not easy competing with all those other things going on out there. Movies, rock music, TV. It's all a lot more flashy than the Bible.
I didn't say that, Dad.
It's all right, John. I understand. Believe it or not, even I remember what it's like to be 18. Spaghetti is good.
Thanks.
time to love you. You're dirty and sweet again. Last one for a week, you get the teeth of the hydra upon you. You're dirty, sweet, and you're my girl. Get it on, bring it on, get it on. Get it on, bring it on, get it on. Get it on.
So long.
Seeger is chewing me out. Drifted out in her class.
Oh, no. What'd you tell her?
Wasn't getting enough sleep.
If you want to grow up and be a big, strong bank robber, you gotta get at least 8 big ones. Were you fighting off those lethal fingernails at Judy Malone?
No, I couldn't get into that work assignment on Supreme Court.
So I tuned out altogether.
Lit up a joint, go with the flow.
The wages of sin, amigo.
Well, you sound like my old man.
Look, getting ripped in a school night is no good for your education.
Well, I figure I just have to get along in life without Marbury versus Madison.
Kid, the next time I say let's go someplace like Bolivia, let's go someplace like Bolivia.
Next time.
Ready?
No, we'll jump.
Like hell we will.
No, it'll be all right. The water's deep enough.
We don't get squished to death.
They won't follow us.
How do you know?
Huh.
Would you make a jump like that and you didn't have to?
I have to, and I'm not gonna.
Well, we got to, otherwise we're dead. They're just gonna have to go back down the same way they come.
Now, come on.
Just one fish shot. It's all over.
Come on.
No,
We got to.
no, get
Get away from me.
What?
I can't swim!
Are you crazy? The fall alone will probably kill us.
Citizens of Oakland, lock up your wives and daughters.
Hey, what do you say we go hit a bar near the college, huh? Hit on a couple lonely freshmen?
Fresh women.
Fresh women! Drowning their sorrows, waiting for a couple wild banditos to ride in from the boondocks.
Yeah. Fresh women don't go to bars. They're too young.
So we go a little more mature. You don't have anything against older women now, do you?
How old?
I know, 21, 22. Hell, I could even go 25 if she's cute.
How are we going to pass for 21?
Well, see, bars tend to be dimly lit. And if the bartender doesn't see us, well, we'll just kind of blend right in.
We better get rid of these.
Come on. Adios on the hat.
Competition's brutal.
Yeah. Hey, here's an open spot. A couple of draft beers, please. So what do you think?
Looks like there are more banditos than senoritas.
Hey, relax. The night is young.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Chris. This is John.
How you doing?
What's your name?
Jackie.
Jackie. It's a nice name.
I had a cousin named Jack.
He was a boy, though.
I'm not a boy.
That's for sure.
Ron, can I get another?
You got it, Jackie.
You guys come in here a lot?
Now and then, when we get the time.
You over at the college?
Yeah. What about you?
Me?
Are you at the college?
I used to be.
Oh, you graduated.
No, not exactly. I dropped out.
Right.
Thanks. Jocks, right?
Track team.
Actually, we're on the 4x100 relay.
Ooh, I bet you're fast.
Yeah, we do okay.
The faster you run, the sooner you get there, huh?
Yeah, something like that.
So, what are you doing now?
Oh, whatever I can. What do you guys do? You know, like...
Just about anything, I guess.
Oh, yeah?
You only go around once, right?
That's right, Chris.
No, I'm Chris. He's John.
Oh, right. Listen, you guys want to have a good time?
Yeah.
You got 25 bucks on you?
Yeah.
All right, keep going. He's usually right up here under the bridge.
They sell it right out in the open?
Uh-huh. Pull over. There he is.
Yeah.
Go ahead and screw rush.
Hey, my friend. What'll it be?
Just a piece.
Bingo.
All right. Okay, pay the man.
How much?
25. Enjoy.
Okay. Let's go. Come on.
Wow. It's a nice place.
Thanks.
You live here alone?
Sometimes. Why don't you put some music on and I'll go get the pipe, all right?
What do you think? Oh, so far, so good.
What happens if we get lucky?
Seniority.
Seniority? We're talking about 18 lousy days here.
You gotta draw the line somewhere, kid.
Now, maybe she prefers younger men.
Showtime, guys. Come on over. Ladies first.
What do you say, kid? Want to take a trip to Bolivia? Want to go first?
Talk about it? I think we should talk about it.
Really, Chris? I mean, what's there to talk about, huh?
Did you ever in your life feel like that before?
No, I haven't.
Why the hell do I feel so rotten?
No matter how hard you try, you just can't wrestle as much cavity-fighting fluoride out of Crest as you can out of this. Introducing Extra Strength AIM, the only extra strength cavity fighter.
Christy Brinkley for CoverGirl Eyes.
How do you get big, bold, beautiful lashes? Throw 'em a curve with CoverGirl Professional Mascara, created for professional models with a special curved brush. Curves so it lengthens and thickens. Curves so it colors every lash. And it lasts without smudging. For thicker, bolder, more beautiful lashes, do what I do. Throw 'em a curve.
Professional Mascara, only from CoverGirl.
Listen up. A lot of burger places been telling you they make chicken, too. What do they know about chicken? They know cows. I mean, does this look right to you? Folks who love great chicken go to the chicken experts. Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's the only chicken with a Colonel's secret blend of herbs and spices. It's finger-licking good. No burger place can say that. So that ought to leave them with egg on their face. Oh, that's a joke, son. We do chicken right.
Sorry, Colgate. Looks like your 20 years of maximum fluoride protection is going right down the tubes. Introducing Extra Strength AIM with 50% more fluoride, the only extra strength cavity fighter.
Where do we put all this?
Well, I know where to put those sweaty shirts.
Like the garbage?
No, the wash.
Yeah, it stinks.
Wash it in Surf. Unlike detergents that just cover up odors, Surf actually removes both dirt and odors.
Hey, my shirt looks clean.
Smells clean too, Dad.
Good. You may sleep in it if I don't find your pajamas.
Surf removes both the dirt and the odors.
Charlie Gibson blushes when he reads his mail. He's humorous, funny, warm, witty, charming, a winner. Say good morning to a winning team, Charlie Gibson and Joan London, weekdays on Good Morning America.
The text for my sermon this morning is from Paul's letter to the Ephesians, chapter 6. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor thy father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise, that it may be well with thee, and thou mayest live long on the earth. And ye fathers, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord. Bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord. There are some of us who feel that we must resort to loud and flashy methods of educating our children, believing that it is the only way to get through to them, that we have to compete with the world of television, movies, rock music. Let me tell you, my friends, we cannot, should not compete in loudness or gaudiness. The word of the Lord is dressed in humility. It cannot be screamed at us or written in flashing neon lights. It does not need an amplified electric guitar to accompany it. It goes forth quietly into the world, and it walks a straight line.
Amen.
Amen. Albert Brody was telling me that one of the Japanese car companies is looking for a place within 15 miles of the East Bay to build an assembly plant.
They've been talking about that for almost a year.
Well, it certainly would be a boon to this town.
If we can get it. You know we're up to 18% unemployment in this area?
I didn't realize it was that high.
And it's going to get higher.
Can we stop talking about such depressing stuff, please?
So, Johnny, how's Triggs?
All right.
Staying out of trouble?
Yeah,
That's more than I can say for your pal, Joey Mueller. I got him on the gun at 65 in a 35-mile-an-hour zone. When I pulled him over, he gave me lip. So, I ran him in. Ernie Mueller wasn't too thrilled about being woken at 1 in the morning to bail him out. I'm telling you, the kids in this town...
Better watch what you're saying, Ed. John's going to be 18 next month, eligible to vote. Him and Joey Mueller. I wasn't supposed to say anything about it. But Ed's thinking of running for sheriff.
Nothing's definite.
What made you decide to do that, Ed?
Well, I haven't decided for sure, but... Well, this town's going downhill fast. Businesses are pulling out. Unemployment's up. Real estate values are down. I just think somebody ought to do something about it, that's all.
What would you do about it, Ed?
A number of things.
Like what?
Well, the main thing is, we have to make this town more attractive to business. But like that car plant. If we had a tax base in here, we could build parks and recreation centers, that type of thing. People stop moving away.
That's not why people are moving away, Ed. People are moving away because this town is boring.
Is that so?
Uh-huh. Nobody ever does anything. I mean, you could be dead, and no one would know it until they threw dirt on your coffin.
John, don't you think you're treating us a little harshly?
Come on, Dad, face it. When you get down to it, what is there in this town? There's 1 movie theater, 3 bowling alleys, 19 bars.
There are decent people who live here.
I didn't say they weren't decent. It's just they never do anything exciting.
Well, I'll tell you, Johnny, if we're too dull for you, you don't have to stick around, you know what I mean?
Don't worry about it, Dad. As soon as I graduate on history, okay?
There's some people, Ed, who don't plan on spending the rest of their lives in this town.
Fine with me.
Maybe John isn't looking forward to working in a car plant.
There are a lot of young people today who are restless and disenchanted with their lives. It stems, to my mind, from a spiritual vacuum.
Oh, come on, Dad, please. You gave your sermon this morning. I'm sorry.
Well, I better go check on the roast.
You want to go into the big, bad city tonight?
Tonight?
Yeah. It's Monday night. So? Last I heard, they don't close the city down on Monday night. Let them school tomorrow? I don't know. It depends on when we get back. We got a chem lab for 3. Come on. All work and no play makes Christmas time, dull boy. Besides, we're supposed to be in training for the meet on Saturday. Oh, come on. We beat Garfield last year by 30, 40 points. I think I'll skip it. Come on, it's just Chem lab. I don't want to miss it. Why? And it's done. You know, Sundance, they don't hold too much stock with chemistry in Bolivia.
Evening. Nice night, huh?
Yeah. Do you remember me?
No, man, I can't say as I do.
You sold us some of that crack Saturday night. You got any more?
25 for a quarter, 54 half.
Hey, how about 2 for 40? I just got a couple 20s.
I can make change, man.
Come on.
Enjoy it, babe.
Thanks. What can you give me for 15 bucks?
I told you it's 25 a bit.
Well, give me half a bit.
Sorry, friend.
I'll owe you the 10, all right?
What's the matter? Don't you have a friend could lay you 10 spots?
Come on.
I told you, I don't sell it for less than $25 a bit.
Ah, damn it. All right. Here's 15. Hang on. Take this, all right?
Fine.
Take it. Come on.
Next time you're looking for a bargain, you score downtown. You hear that? It's cheaper.
Yeah, right.
When feeling really clean and fresh is most important, there's Summer's Eve post-menstrual douche with the natural ingredient, Natracel. For the most effective cleansing, just right for post-menstrual use. Summer's Eve post-menstrual douche.
Introducing new Clear Eyes, the eye drop with an extra ingredient for dry, red, irritated eyes. Unlike the leading eye drop, Clear Eyes not only removes redness fast, with new Clear Eyes, there's more. Its extra ingredient actually moisturizes away dryness. With new Clear Eyes, your eyes are refreshed, relieved, and sparkling clear. New Clear Eyes removes redness, and now with its extra ingredient, Clear Eyes moisturizes too.
New 9 Lives Tender Meals presents The Morris Report. Cats all over America are telling Morris about new, better-tasting tender meals.
Morris, you doll. Better tasting tender meals is making it big in the Big Apple. Morris, my boy, frankly, I'm as finicky as you, and this here tender meals is the belle of my bowl.
We've tried them all, Morris, but we love better tasting tender meals.
9 Lives Tender Meals, your new taste speaks for itself.
I always thought the Mazda SE5 was one sweet little deal. Well, for a short time, Mazda sweetened the proposition with the SE5 Plus 7. They're giving you $700 worth of extras at no extra charge. There's an upgraded interior that even comes with an AM/FM stereo. Plus, a sliding rear window, mud guards, even a bed liner. If you think you can find a better truck deal than this one, sweet dreams.
This is so good.
Yeah, I bet.
Taste the indulgence of Dole fruit and cream bars. Real fresh fruit, real luscious cream, real delicious.
Do we have any more?
That's the nature of Dole.
Wednesday.
We got a calendar of all his work at home.
A calendar?
Yes, it's right over the toilet.
Perfect strangers and...
Girls, find a way to control your hormones. Can you believe this? Yeah, you and Tom Cruise. It must be rough.
Head of the class.
Tomorrow.
That was brilliant, Owens. What happened?
It's a bad handoff, Coach. I didn't get it to him cleanly.
What are you two, a clown act? Get it together. This isn't the circus. All right, let's run it again.
Hey, Chris. Cold hands. You didn't have to cover for me. It's okay. I'll get it together for Central. It's just, I've been a little weird lately.
No kidding. You've been more than a little weird, amigo.
Took a trip to Bolivia last night. I missed having you along for the ride, Sundance.
Right.
No, really. It's a lot more fun doing it with someone.
John, I don't want to do that stuff anymore.
Why not? Beats the hell out of pot.
I don't like the way it makes me feel.
You get used to it.
Well, that's the problem. I don't want to get used to it.
I'm not hooked. And I'm not going to get hooked.
Well, why the hell are you driving 60 miles each way to score on a school night?
Oh, boy.
That stuff screws you up, man.
Here it comes.
I'm just telling you the truth.
I get enough sermons from my father, okay? Not you two.
John? Going out?
Yeah, I, gotta go right up a chem lab over at Chris's place.
All right. John?
What?
Did you take some money out of my wallet for groceries this week?
No. There's $40 in the grocery money drawer.
I seem to be missing a 20 from my wallet.
I don't know. Probably spent it, forgot about it.
Probably.
See.
What's your problem? Hey, gold chain. Close out. Hey, my man, close out. Check him out, huh? Fine. Only 5.
Not interested.
Come on, man. Oh. Forget it.
Hey! Want a party?
No.
Please.
Hey, I'll give you the best of
No.
Oh.
You got a problem, bud?
Give me $50 worth, okay?
Okay.
Thanks, man.
Next time.
Hyperventilating and incoherent. Holding chest on the left side. Community general, please. Pulse rate 120 and irregular. Blood pressure 150 over 90. Respiratory rate of 30 and deep. Pupils dilated to 6 millimeters. Skin clammy. EKG is rapid and irregular. Possible atrial fibrillation. Looks like we got a freebase here.
Great looks start with Cross Your Heart. It's not just a smile that gives you that style. Great looks start with Cross Your Heart. For a look that's smashing, oh, so dashing. Great looks start with Cross Your Heart. From Playtex, the fit that makes the fashion.
Introducing the new 35mm automatic one-touch from Nikon. It puts great photography at everybody's fingertips.
I can't believe it. In just 1 week, I lost enough weight to actually see the difference.
SlimFast is making a pledge. Give us a week, we'll take off the weight.
I used SlimFast for breakfast and lunch. It was delicious, and in just 1 week, I lost weight.
The SlimFast plan can live up to its pledge because each shake is a nutritious, low-calorie meal.
My husband didn't think I could lose the weight.
Boy, was I wrong. The SlimFast pledge. Give us a week, we'll take off the weight. Also try delicious SlimFast nutrition bars.
I can't believe it. This is it. My first day in court.
It's a special day. Days like this have to be perfect. Trust them to Tampax, the protection more women choose over any other tampon or pad.
It's a special day. It's a special day. Trust it to Tampax.
Original Tampax tampons and Pedal Soft plastic applicator. Protection you can trust.
My father had a heart attack, so I asked my doctor how to help keep my heart healthy. He recommended a low-fat, low-cholesterol diet, moderate exercise, and more fish. Since I don't eat enough fish, I take Cardio Omega-3 capsules. Why Cardio Omega-3? It has the important ingredient from fish most diets lack, which many doctors believe is a natural way to help reduce high cholesterol and help lower the risk of heart disease. So I take Cardio Omega-3 every day. I feel great. After all, I've got a lot to live for.
Wednesday at a special time.
It is you.
The 2-hour season finale of Hotel.
I'm not going to lose you again.
I do love you.
Christine and I are good together. Leave her alone.
If you and Christine are so good together, why aren't you married?
Hotel.
Tomorrow.
Our ABC Theater presentation of Cracked Up will continue in a moment.
An ABC News brief brought to you by the Ralston Purina Company. Now from Washington, Fred Yule.
Good evening. A commuter plane crashed on takeoff and plowed across a 6-lane highway near New Orleans late today. First report said 13 persons were injured. The Supreme Court has ruled that persons accused of a crime can be held without bail before trial if considered dangerous. The coffins of the sailors killed in the attack on the USS Stark arrived today at Dover Air Force Base in Delaware. The new CIA director, William Webster, said at his swearing-in ceremony, he'll cooperate with Congress. Now this.
You think you're cheating when you're eating Wonderland.
Just 40 calories, a delicious slice.
You think you're cheating when you're eating
the lighter slice of America.
Wonderland.
Jerry Falwell told PTL viewers today he needs $10 million now to keep the operation going. Later on Nightline, Jim Baker, in an exclusive interview, says Falwell stole his ministry.
We just knew we was going to go all the way.
25 years ago, our Giants appeared in their first and only World Series.
How do you remember that far back?
The stars of that team relived their winning ways and analyzed the current hum baby model.
You're a lot prettier. Uniforms are nicer.
Don Sanchez looks at the Say Hey 62 Giants tonight at 11.
Tell it bye-bye, baby.
Tomorrow on AM San Francisco, it's our Health Club Hunk of the Year contest. And our fit winner will win a trip to Hawaii.
Plus, comedian Carrie Snow and actor Ian McKellen at 9 on 7.
Once there was a girl named Goldilocks who was out of state and needed a place to stay.
This is just right.
But at checkout time...
This is not good.
Luckily, Goldilocks had the gold bank card from First Interstate, the nation's largest bank system. So she paid the fares and sold her story to a big literary agent.
This is more like it.
Get cash instantly through day and night tellers and Cirrus with First Interstate Bank. We help you live happily ever after.
Right now, a trading frenzy is taking place at the Toyota Stock Exchange on all Toyota trucks. Limited edition standard bed trucks are trading at special blue chip prices with 3 options that can save you up to $650 on chrome grille and bumpers, steel wheels, sports striping, cloth bench seats, and more. With factory-to-dealer incentives, you could save a truckload on a Toyota blue chip deal today.
What teens can do about crack problems on 7 at 11.
We now continue with Cracked Up.
Clear 2 ORs, fully equipped, and get the staff surgeon on call.
Orderly, not
Great, kid. Hello. I got a 5-car mess coming in here in a couple of minutes.
Move him out of here.
All right. Move the gunshot wound upstairs. Discharge the concussion. Well, let's just get rid of everybody who is not in serious trouble. We're going to need every available gurney. What are you standing around for?
Nurse Webster reports Dr. Batten.
Smart move. You blacked out from hyperventilating. What you had was an anxiety attack due to an irregular heartbeat from smoking this garbage. You want to have another one? You just keep puffing away. We'll pull the sheet up over you, we'll call up the boys from the morgue, and you save everybody a lot of trouble.
I'm sorry,
Look, I got kids younger than you brought in here, totally messed up on this stuff, and I don't have time for it. Because I got people coming in here who aren't trying to kill themselves. So do me a favor, kid. You want to screw around with this stuff, do it in another part of town, will you?
Nurse Hall, call your station.
Glad you could make it, Owens. 6, 14, 5, 6. Hey, kid. You make a jump like that if you didn't have to.
I have to, and I'm not gonna.
Come on, kid. I'll jump first.
No.
What's the matter with you?
I can't swim.
No. Fall alone will probably kill us.
Owens and McNally.
If it's that funny, when we're finished, you can do another 10. All right, let's do sit-ups now. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go for it, yeah.
Owens. Yeah? I want Baldwin to run anchor today.
Baldwin, what?
You heard me.
You can't do that.
I beg your
What are you,
pardon?
crazy? You out of your mind? You can't bounce me off anchor? No, you can't do that. What the hell's wrong with you? Damn you!
Coach, you ever talk to me like that again, you're off this team.
I'm really sorry about that.
You better be.
I promise that won't ever happen again, okay? You have my word on that.
Tell me why I ought to let you run anchor.
Because I can run it better than anyone else on that team, Coach.
Yeah, so why don't you?
I don't know. I've just been having some personal problems lately.
Listen, if you got personal problems, you go see the guidance counselor.
Coach, listen. I promise if you let me run anchor on that team against Central, you won't regret it.
Owens, you just better win that race.
I will. Thanks.
All right, John? You hardly ate any dinner.
Oh, not very hungry tonight.
You haven't been hungry at all lately. Something wrong?
No.
Nervous about the Central meet?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's only a race, John. Sort of pales in comparison to the serious problems in this world.
I realize that, Dad.
Besides, you're gonna win. You always win. Even when you were a little boy, you were a winner. I remember playing checkers with you when you were 5, 6. They used to let you win because you so hated to lose. You'd carry on like it was the worst thing in the world to lose a checker game. Crying and screaming, remember?
Maybe you shouldn't have let me win, Dad. Maybe you should have beaten me.
You were a little boy, John.
Oh, but I would have survived.
Your mother didn't like to see you upset.
What did she have to do with it?
Your mother?
Yes. The checker game was between you and me, Dad. Mom wasn't involved. You should have beaten me. You know, maybe I would have learned how to lose.
John, are you trying to make a point?
Yes, why is it that everyone expects me to win all the time? Win, win, win! Don't I have the right to lose, too?
Of course you do, John.
So, why don't you just say that? Why don't you just say, John, maybe you won't win this checker game, or this race, or whatever. Maybe life will just pass you by, and you'll be a nobody. But it's okay, because we need nobodies in this world, too.
No need to be upset.
No need to be upset, John. No need to be upset. There's never any need to be upset in this house, John. Excuse me. I'm gonna go do my homework, okay? Johnny? I'm sorry, Ed. I'm really late for school, okay?
Apparently.
I promise I'll take it easy the rest of the way.
I had you at 53.
I know. I said I'm sorry.
Right in the center of town. Wasn't very bright, Johnny. Of course, if I write you up, your sister probably won't sleep with me for a week. So what do you think?
I don't know. You're the cop.
I'd hate to give my own brother-in-law a ticket.
Look, Ed, I don't have all day, all right? Can we get this over with? You want to give me a ticket? Give me the damn ticket!
You got a smart mouth on you, Johnny. Somebody's gonna fill it full of teeth someday.
Can you tell who hasn't had their Kellogg's bran flakes?
Hang in there, honey.
Well, some people feel a little sluggish if they're not eating a balanced diet.
Oh, boy, am I sluggish.
Kellogg's are the only bran flakes with fiber and a full day supply of iron to help balance your diet. And that's one great way to help fight that sluggish feeling. So maybe you can tell who hasn't had their Kellogg's bran flakes
Great shot, honey.
and who has. Kellogg's bran flakes, the fiber and iron cereal.
Here's the Canon Sure Shot Supreme. It's so automatic, you can't take a bad shot.
I can take a bad shot, like my backlit shot.
Nope. Sure Shot's autoflash corrects backlighting.
My too close shot.
Its autofocus gets you this close.
My no-hand shot. Shot in the dark shot.
With the Sure Shot Supreme, every shot's a sure shot. And it comes with 5-year battery and case.
Not a bad shot.
The Canon Sure Shot Supreme, a new Sure Shot Telly. So advanced, every shot's a sure shot.
Want to make this summer the best one ever? Come into the beautiful world of Coppertone. Waterproof Coppertone protects your skin while it nourishes with vitamin E and aloe. Coppertone, beautiful tan, beautiful skin.
Thicker is flirtier. Thicker is sassier. Thicker is Great Lash Mascara by Maybelline. More than just thick, it conditions as it thickens. And lashes can't get any thicker than this. Great Lash conditions as it thickens by Maybelline.
Hello, I'm Orville Redenbacher with a very important message. My new improved microwave popping corn is the best popping popcorn there is. Pops great in all microwave ovens. Fewer unpopped kernels than ever. And I give you lots more popcorn, up to 10 cups more per box than other national brands. Which is good, because once you start eating it, you won't want to stop.
Orville Redenbacher, fewer unpopped kernels and more popped corn.
Plus, Learner of the Month, Bob Tettleton.
I missed a lot of school because I was sick, and then I realized that I was falling behind, so I had to cover up for it. So what I did was I just became a clown and disturbed people and got kicked out of school. And I continued hanging around with the wrong crowd, and eventually I ended up in state prisons. I'm thankful that I don't have to be there no more. In prisons, you don't do a whole lot of reading and writing, you do time. 25 years ago, if I knew how to read or write, I would have been able to make a decision of what I wanted to do in life. Now, my main concern is to reach out to the individuals out there still and that can't read or write, to let them know that it's okay. You know, the only thing you're going to lose out on is you won't know how to read or write. So what do you have to lose? Get in, go to a program. You know, you're going to see some changes in your life. It's going to make a difference.
If you need help or can help someone else, call this number.
Friday.
Jonesy, you're quite a gal.
Jane Fonda hosts the American Film Institute's tribute to Barbara Stanwyck, Friday.
Crack's a tough nut, my friend.
John wasn't a doper. I mean, he'd smoke a joint, at a party, maybe on Saturday night, but this stuff, it just happened so fast. Like a month, maybe 6 weeks tops.
Doesn't take very long with freebase. Have you tried it?
Yeah. The first time with John.
Then you know what we're up against. He's going to spend the rest of his addiction chasing that high. It's some really scary stuff. You see, powdered cocaine, the stuff you put in your nose, is pretty expensive, which keeps it out of the hands of a lot of kids. But with crack, all you need is a couple of bucks, a butane lighter, and a pair of lungs, and you're in business.
I just feel like he's some other person that I don't even know anymore.
Oh, okay. What you gotta understand is that you're dealing with a personality that's out of control. Your friend will do anything to get cocaine into his system. He'll lie, he'll steal, he'll betray his friends, he won't eat and can't sleep. You said he was on the track team, right?
Yeah. He runs anchor on a relay.
This stuff can cause coronary arrhythmia and irregular heartbeat.
I mean, isn't there anything that anyone can do? I just feel like some sort of idiot, like we're not even talking the same language anymore, like he's underwater, and he can't even hear me.
He can't. His brain isn't working correctly. See, what you gotta do is keep shouting until something gets through. See, what I'm saying is, try and get him into a program. You can't do it by yourself. He needs professional help. You follow me?
Yeah.
Good. Come on, I'll give you some stuff from him to read for openers. See if you can get him to take a look at it. Maybe he'll recognize himself in the literature. It's pretty straightforward. Just remember, he'll deny like crazy. Probably get abusive with you. Try not to take it personally.
He's going to be very paranoid and doesn't want to hear anything from you or anybody else. All he wants to do is light up. Ride that elevator again. You got my card.
Yeah.
Call me if you can get him to agree to see me, or if you just want to talk some more.
All right.
And remember, don't take the abuse personally. It's the coke talking.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Hey, he's lucky to have a friend like you, buddy. Hang in.
Hang in. Shut up. Someone wants you to look at it. It's not very long. Okay. Just read it, okay?
Sure.
Hey. Keep it. Would you just read it? That's all I'm asking you to do.
I don't have to read it, Chris. I don't have the problem. You've got the problem.
Come on!
Do you really think I'm a dope addict? Let me tell you something, man. I know what's going on. It's completely under control. Huh?
Come here. It's all right, sweetie. We'll walk up.
Okay, Chris.
I went to talk to somebody in Oakland, a drug counselor. And the guy's an expert in cocaine.
How could you do that? Chris, I'm in control. Okay? I do when I feel like it. But I'm not
Will you
addicted.
just shut up and listen for a minute? You know what this guy said? He said that there are no recreational crack users. You don't just smoke it on Saturday night. You keep smoking it and keep smoking it until...
Until what?
Until it kills you.
Am I smoking it now? What? Now? Do you see me with a pipe in my mouth? Huh?
Oh, come on.
I got a vial of it in my car right now. If I'm addicted, I'd be right out there smoking it.
John, look. All I'm trying to do is get you to take a look at yourself, okay?
Why?
I'm your best friend. I'm your oldest friend, right?
Yeah.
I know you pretty well. I mean, you might think that you're in control, but believe me, you're not.
Who are you now? Some sort of drug expert, huh? That goes around telling people how to run their lives? Is that what you do?
Cut it out.
I got enough people telling me how to run my life. I'm running it fine.
John!
No.
Fine? Fine? Is that why Malvin wants to bounce you off anchor? You call that fine? Is that why you've been late for school every day? Is that why you've missed 4 chem labs in a row? Damn it, John! You're out of control!
Who are you, man? Who are you? Some sort of missionary or something? You're gonna save my life? Is that what you gotta do? Huh? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you, man? Who the hell are you?
John!
Gentlemen, the results are in. In consumer preference tests, men compared Hanes to Fruit of the Loom. And we can be proud. In T-shirt fit, more men preferred Hanes. For shrinking less, Hanes. For T-shirts that feel better, Hanes. And in briefs, for best-fitting waistbands, best-fitting leg openings, most comfortable, men preferred Hanes. In fact, overall, more men prefer Hanes to Fruit of the Loom. Stand tall.
Give a little nibble, give a little nibble.
Wendy's asks, before you eat your next hamburger, any hamburger, taste the meat.
Give a little nibble.
Is it dry and chewy, or hot and juicy? Is it bland, or is it tasty?
Give a little nibble.
No other hamburger has Wendy's hot and juicy taste. The more you nibble others, the more you'll love Wendy's.
Just the two of us.
Dentine makes it nicer to be together.
Just the two of us. You and I.
Share that clean, tangy taste. Not even mouthwash can freshen your breath better than when you're chewing Dentine.
Just the two of us. Getting closer all the time. Just the two of us. You and I.
Now Ford brings you powerful value news on a powerful truck. The Big Ford Pickup. America's best-selling truck 9 years running. Right now, get 3.9% financing or $600 cash back. Combine the cash back with an option package discount and save up to $2,397 on select F-Series pickups. Great values are also available on Ford Ranger and Bronco too. Take advantage of these savings now. See your Ford dealer. America's truck. Built Ford tough.
Sunday. He's a man who knew too much. Spy caught out in the cold.
You appear out of the blue, and a lot of diabolical things start to happen.
Now he's wanted on both sides of the Iron Curtain. You'll find him in the paradise called Riviera. Our ABC Theater presentation of Cracked Up will continue in a moment.
Join reigning champ Mike Tyson for a rare look at the great heavyweights of the past, plus the mini marathon from New York City, all on ABC's Wide World of Sports Saturday.
Coming up at 11 on Channel 7 News tonight, the true story of one teen's battle with drugs and where youngsters can go for help. San Jose's chief of police calls for a ban on semi-automatic weapons after a shooting there. Paroled rapist Larry Singleton lands in Concord, and the city makes plans to get him out. And moonlighting star Bruce Willis finds himself in a real-life fracas with the law. At 11 on Channel 7 News tonight.
Women should say no to sex. So says activist writer Andrea Dworkin. She'll defend her views in a sexual debate next on
Tomorrow at 4 on Channel 7.
Hi, I'm Johnny Mathis. I attended San Francisco State University, so I know how much it has to offer. Find out for yourself. For details, call 469-SFSU.
Born from excitement, there came Pontiac's Firebird, then the incredible Fiero. Now, imported by Pontiac, the all-new Le Mans. Designed and engineered in Germany, quality built in Korea. Le Mans features affordability, reliability, and front-wheel drive. Le Mans delivers an EPA estimated 40 miles per gallon on the highway. Best of all, Le Mans starts at just $62.85 at your Pontiac dealer now.
Relive a magical season tonight at 11 on Channel 7 News.
Continue with Cracked Up.
What then?
Jane. From City Hall today about the long-running Senate. You've got it!
on first, followed by Hanley's Jackson.
It's going to be close. When's the relay? Event after next.
John? John? John!
John, the race is in 5 minutes.
When we get to the horses, kid, just remember one thing. Hey, you didn't see LaForest out there, did you?
No.
Good. For a moment there, I thought we were in trouble.
He's over! 14 feet.
There he is.
Timers, please report to the scorer's table.
Stick.
Last call for the varsity 4x100.
There goes Spinelli. Who's Spinelli? Central's anchor. John says he runs the anchor in under 11.
Runners, to your positions. Hold on to your seats, folks. These are two of the hottest relay teams in the section.
Runner to your mark. Set.
They're waiting.
Pressure's on, getting higher. Difference is, you stay dry. Van Roll-On makes the difference, and the difference is fantastic.
You can trust Van Roll-On. It rolls on smooth to fight odor and wetness, even under pressure.
Pressure's on, getting higher. Difference is, you stay drier. Van Roll-On makes the difference, and the difference is fantastic.
You've been working all day long, and the day's not over yet. The boys probably turned the house upside down, and you got to clean the mess. So come on home to hard working fantastic.
Fantastic.
All the power you need to get you off your feet faster. Try Fantastic. It works as hard as you do.
Come on home to hard-working Fantastic.
Try new Lemon Fantastic.
You know why Post Natural Raisin Bran tastes great?
The raisins!
Right. They're naturally...
sweet.
Right. So there's no reason to sugarcoat them like most Raisin Brans do. Post Natural Raisin Bran. Great taste doesn't need sugar coating.
Right!
I could be the best sales rep in the business.
I believe.
But I'd still have this secret desire.
I believe.
To ace somebody. Anybody.
I believe in doing more to show me how. I'm getting better every minute. Look at me now. I believe in Crystal Light.
Crystal Light Diet Soft Drink Mix. 100% NutraSweet. Just 4 calories.
I believe in Crystal Light, 'cause I believe in me.
Did you know $2.99 buys about twice as much Crystal Light as Diet Pepsi?
This little can? Come on. Twice as much?
Yep.
I knew that.
All NutraSweet Crystal Light Drink Mix. About twice as much for your money.
In 1 week.
We got ways of handling your kind. The name is Spencer.
Spencer's moving for the summer.
This time we try soft talk and a real big steak.
Next Tuesday.
The time you won your town the race, we cheered you through the marketplace. Man and boy stood cheering by as home we brought you shoulder high. Today, the road all runners come. Shoulder high we bring you home and set you at your threshold down. Townsman of a stiller town. Smart lad, to slip betimes away from fields where glory does not stay. And early though the laurel grows, it withers quicker than the rose. Now you will not swell the rout of lads that wore their honors out, runners whom renown outran, and the name died before the man. So said, before its echoes fade, the fleet foot on the sill of shade, and hold to the low lintel up the still defended challenge cup. And round that early laureled head will flock to gaze the strengthless dead, and find unwithered on its curls the garland, briefer than a girl's.
Thanks for coming.
How's your father handling it?
Better than I am. He's, very strong. My father. It just doesn't make any sense, does it, Chris? He wasn't sick a day in his life. Oh. You should go on in. I'll be out in a minute.
I know.
I'm hiding out from my parishioners.
Would you rather be alone?
I'm glad you came, Chris. John's mother had this bower built. Used to like to come out here and listen to the flowers grow.
Very nice.
Well, I suppose you'll be missing him as much as I will. God knows you spent more time with him than I did. Where was it the two of you were always going to go?
Bolivia.
Bolivia. He had some imagination. Ever since he was a kid, he'd be dreaming up these fantasies, pretending to be someplace else. Well, he won't be doing that anymore, will he?
No, sir.
Just no way of figuring it, is there? 18 years old. Nothing wrong with his heart. I suppose the Lord has his reasons.
I don't think the Lord had a lot to do with it, sir.
I beg your pardon?
I said I don't think the Lord had a lot to do with John's death.
There is no history of heart disease in this family, Chris.
John died from cocaine.
Why are you saying this?
Because it's true. I'm sorry, Reverend Owens, but that's what happened to John. He was addicted to cocaine, and he smoked so much of it that his heart couldn't handle it.
My son was not a dope addict. And I resent your coming to my house on the day of his funeral and disseminating such a vicious lie. Oh, my God.
I was pleased to see most of you at the funeral. I know that John's family appreciated it. Okay, look, we have to put this thing behind us. Now, from what I know of John, he wouldn't have wanted us to let it disrupt our entire season. He wasn't that type of guy, was he? In fact, I bet you he would have wanted us to use this tragedy to focus our energies on winning. So I tell you what we ought to do. I think we ought to dedicate the rest of this season to John. I think we ought to show people what this team is made of. I expect everybody on this team to pull a little bit harder in the remaining weeks, to give a little bit more, so that John can be proud of us. Can I count on you?
Yeah.
Can I count on you?
Yeah.
Can I count on you? Yeah! All right! Holden, you run anchor. Now, come on, girls.
What's the matter? You never seen a dead person's locker before? You lied to them. John was not a team player. And he didn't die of a heart attack. He died from smoking crack. Every day. As much as he could. He smoked it until it fried his brains and it screwed up his heart. And it didn't take him very long to do. Believe me. And that's what happened to John.
Vincent? Good afternoon, Carl.
There's plenty of time to do that Sunday morning.
No time like the present.
The autopsy results are back.
You had an autopsy done?
The night before the funeral. Vincent, we talked about this in the hospital. I know you're under a great deal of stress, but I explained it very clearly. If you hadn't given your consent, I would have had to go to the coroner. I couldn't sign the death certificate without an autopsy.
Yes. Of course.
John had no history of heart trouble. I ought to know. I was his doctor since he was 2 hours old. It took a few extra days because I wanted to be absolutely certain. I sent the test results to Oakland to corroborate the diagnosis. Vincent, listen to me.
Don't tell me John was on dope. I know better than that.
It was in the blood in the urine.
And the lab probably made a mistake. These things happen. I had an uncle who went to the hospital. My uncle never had cancer. He lived until he was 94.
Vincent, John died from cocaine. That's the truth. I'm sorry.
That was small time, man. Really small time. I mean, if you're gonna pull a move like that, at least you could have done it with a little class. Checking out like that, that was strictly minor league. Hey, you were the one who always said that style was everything, right? It's how you play the game. Go for it. No prisoners. I mean, what the hell do you think you're doing? Who are you trying to impress? You don't just cut out like that. Not saying goodbye to anyone. Damn it. If you're gonna go, you go with your guns blazing, surrounded by the whole damn Bolivian militia. You don't need your gun. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's what we agreed on. Didn't we? I swear to God, I wasn't counting on you cutting out on me. So, wherever you are, I just hope you got what you wanted. Adios, amigo. Just didn't have any class.
Hi. This is John's stuff. It's from his locker at school.
Thank you. It was kind of you to bring it over.
Sure. Pastor Owens, you know, he really did love you. I mean, John wasn't very good with words. The thing is, he didn't know how to talk to you. He wanted to. He really did. He just didn't know how to connect with you. If he could, he would have told you himself.
Why are you telling me this?
Because he didn't. And he wanted to. And it's a lousy thing to die before you have the chance to tell someone how you feel about them. Good night, sir.
I would like to read today from the book of Genesis, chapter 22. In the name of the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Ghost. And they came to the place which God had told him of. And Abraham built an altar there, and bound Isaac his son, and laid him on the altar. And Abraham stretched forth his hands and took the knife to slay his son. And the angel of the Lord called upon him out of heaven and said, Abraham, here am I. And he said, lay not thine hand on the boy. On Saturday, the 24th, my son, John, died of cardiac arrest during a track meet at his school. There had been nothing wrong with his heart. The heart failure was brought on by a coronary arrhythmia caused by an excessive use of crack cocaine. John would have been 18 next week. He was a good student, a member of the track team. He worked part-time after school and contributed to the maintaining of our household. A nice young man. A young man to be proud of. Well, I stand here this morning to say I am proud of him. Not of what he did to himself, that was tragically self-destructive. But of what he wanted to do and be in life. His death cannot obliterate that. He lived among us and touched us. And we cannot forget who he was. John was a dreamer, a born pilot. But he chose the wrong airplane, and he crashed. I wish to God I had been there for him to tell him about the choices he was making, but I wasn't. I allowed the spaces around us to be filled with silences. I allowed preoccupation and timidity to build up walls between us. I hid behind the comforting certainties of my life, my faith, and my Bible. I wasn't listening to the music. Maybe I couldn't have kept John out of that plane. There's no way of knowing that. But maybe if I had closed my Bible long enough, I could have opened my mind and my heart to him, and I would have heard what he was trying to tell me. I would have heard the music. That is something that I will have to live with the rest of my life. That is my cross, and I accept it. I ask you not to mourn my son. Instead, I ask you to go home to your children, to your parents, to anybody with whom you have put up walls and pulled down those walls. However painful it may be, look at each other. Begin anew to build a communication and a trust. Don't let the spaces between you fill up with emptiness. Speak your heart. Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
John? This is probably the last time I'm gonna come here. I'm not too big on graveyards. They kind of give me the creeps. Look. I'm sorry that I got mad last time. It just ticked me off. You know what I mean? And I guess everyone has the right to split when they feel like it. You should have said goodbye. That's all. I figured you owed me that at least. But, what the hell? I could never stay angry at you for very long anyway. So, listen, amigo. Take care of yourself. Keep looking for that big cantina in the sky. It's got to be there somewhere. And just remember, just remember, next time you jump off a cliff, Butch, the fall alone will probably kill you.
If you or someone you know has a drug problem, you can call this toll-free number, 1-800-COCAINE.
I'm Michael Jordan. McDonald's restaurants have given me this time to talk to you about something we both really care about, kids. Kids are the reason McDonald's sponsors their Get It Straight program, a national drug awareness effort. Think about this. Many of you using drugs out there now are under 18. Do you realize that at 18, you have lived only 1/4 of your life? When you're using drugs, you're only cheating yourself out of the chance to find out who you really can be. And believe me, if you don't use drugs, you can just about be anything you want to be. Listen, you got at least 3/4 of your life to go. That's 3 more lifetimes to you. So don't blow it. Don't do drugs. If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help. McDonald's wants you to give yourself a chance to find out all the wonderful things you really can be. And so do I.
I can't sleep with leftovers lingering here. Luscious lasagna. Your flavor locked safely in a Ziploc storage bag. Tomorrow, I'm going to gobble you up. It is tomorrow.
Ziploc, we've got the lock on food protection.
Got a tough stain? Get tougher with the Big Shot Spray and Wash. Spray and wash for stains you thought would never come out.
Get a taste of the unexpected. There's
Raisin in the middle.
Kellogg's Raisin Squares.
Raisin in the middle.
Kellogg's Raisin Squares.
What a taste sensation.
Whole wheat, sweetened with raisin.
A combination with flair. A tasty little package
with raisin in there.
Raisin in the middle.
Naturally sweet raisin. Kellogg's Raisin Squares.
Raisin in the middle, taste beyond compare.
Kellogg's Raisin Squares.
Next on Channel 7 News tonight, ostracized rapist Larry Singleton lands in Concord, and the city council makes plans to get rid of him. And the true story of one young man's battle with cocaine and where teens can go for help to end their habit.
Bay Area surgeons donate their skills to change a young girl's life. And moonlighting star Bruce Willis has a real-life run-in with the law.
And what a night in sports. The Flyers stay alive in Stanley Cup play, and we're going to show you one of the most remarkable finishes in NBA playoff history. It's on Sports Tonight. I'm Pete Wilson with Suzanne Saunders, meteorologist Pete Giddings, Mike Berry with the sports. All next, Channel 7 News Tonight. I'm Ted Koppel. Later on Nightline, the latest charge in the PTL Holy Wars. The Jim Baker was set up by Jerry Falwell, who wanted to take over all along. We'll hear about that from Jim Baker.
This is Charles Gibson.
And Joan London. Tomorrow on Good Morning America, why some people can overcome cocaine addiction and why others can't.
Also Sean Cassidy. He's checking into General Hospital.
And Pia Zadora. Tomorrow on Good Morning America.
Saturday, as a police cadet, he was the best in his class. Till his badge was tarnished with revenge. Pat Morita is O'Hara. Then an innocent man is framed for murder until his parish priest asked Spencer to investigate on Spencer for Hire. Saturday.
Imagine you were a car. What would you be? You'd be a sports car. You'd be quick, agile. You'd be turbocharged. And of course, you'd be a Porsche. See your Porsche dealer about special lease prices before they end June 9th.
Lights, Cameras, Kids. Tomorrow on Channel 7 at 6.
Pete Wilson, Suzanne Saunders, Mike Berry with sports, and Pete Giddings with weather. This is Channel 7 News Tonight.
Good evening, everyone. The system says that Larry Singleton has paid his debt to society, but the society keeps saying no. Now, once again tonight, Singleton has found a home.